welcome back and welcome to today's vlog. I'm going to be giving you some real life, real lazy keto food prep motivation. We are rolling into a weekend that is going to be hyper emotional, exciting because I'm meeting a new friend and I'm mourning the loss of an old friend, and it's just going to be a weekend. And what better way to start the weekend than to have food in the fridge to grab. The best thing about today's video is that it is a collab with my friend from Free to Family, Miss Kim. If you're not following Kim, you're seriously missing out. She's a wife and a mama, an amazing content creator. She does weekly meal preps, batch cooking like a boss. She's one of the main reasons I started meal prepping in the first place. She's seriously so awesome. And she's not just good at keto, she's good at life. She's frugal living. She's just incredible. She's a great friend to have, a really great cheerleader, and we love her so much. So make sure you follow her, duh. I will leave all of Kim's information down below. Make sure you guys go subscribe after you watch this video. Give her so much love. She has the best meal prep content. That's not what you're gonna find here. I'm gonna be making a few things today. I really wanted to follow one of Kim's recipes, but I also was not able to go to the store because yay! Ella's homesick today! Yay! I got a call from her school yesterday that she was grabbing her ear, ran her to urgent care, and turns out she has an ear infection. So she is home with me, and I was not able to go to the grocery store with a sick child. I am not ordering groceries, so I'm going to make whatever I have in the fridge work for me. I'm gonna be doing a few things just to have to pick and go, and have really easy things to heat up throughout the weekend, and we're gonna just really give it our best shot. We're really gonna give it our best shot. I absolutely adore Kim, so definitely check out her video after you are done here, and make sure you subscribe and say, hey friend, we love you, and we love this so much for us. So now, let's get in the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm going to be attempting to make today. So I am running on very little sleep and very little time because I am having to care for a child in the midst of all this. So I made a list of things that I wanted to make and I put it on my phone. Look at me, so official. Woo! Ew, look at me. So I have Cajun chicken with zucchini, which is a recipe that I'm kind of making my own. I found a recipe, it's a pasta recipe. I know, triggered, but it's really good, and I found it on Pinterest, and the chicken that goes in that recipe is just to die for, and I have all the things to make that. So I'm gonna try and do my own spin on that, and that'll be like my main dish that we're gonna pick from throughout the weekend. I'm also gonna make some fathead pigs in a Snuggie because I love them. They're my comfort food. It's what I go to when I'm sad or I'm just really carby feelings. I'm going to do some hard-boiled eggs, which I'm really not good at. I don't have an Instant Pot, and you guys have told me so many times how to make them and how to make them correct, and still, they never turn out super great, but I am going to make some of those because they are, again, very easy to grab. I'm also going to do some Brussels sprouts, which I love, and those are really good and easy, and it's just kind of a super, I don't know, everything I make is super lazy and easy because I am not a chef. I do not enjoy cooking at all. At all. Not one bit. I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not great at it, and I definitely do not enjoy it. Motivation. Hashtag motivation. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad. That's not bad. But the very first thing we're going to make is the fathead pigs in a Snuggie. The fathead pigs in a Snuggie. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I use to make that. Fathead dough is so easy. It's a keto staple. It's like one of the very first foods that was introduced to me as a keto person. So I will show you guys how I make those, and they're really easy and so delicious. Okay, so for your fathead dough, you're gonna need almond flour, whichever one you prefer. I actually found this one at Winn-Dixie and I love it. I think it's really good. So I've been using the Krusteaz almond flour. You're gonna need 1 egg, cheese dogs. This really elevates the recipe. I know it's very childlike, but these are so good with the fathead dough. I find I don't have to season the fathead dough when I use these dogs. You're going to need 2 ounces of cream cheese and 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella. I always buy blocks of mozzarella and shred it myself because if you buy shredded cheese, it does have cornstarch in it. Also, parchment paper. Parchment paper is such a crucial and necessary step when you're working with fathead dough because it is very sticky. If you just decide to slap fathead pigs in a Snuggie or a pizza on a regular pan, you're going to be so upset because it will stick. No matter how you oil it, it will stick. So make sure you have parchment paper. I'm gonna heat the oven to 425. shred my cheese, and make the dough. This is, to me, the worst part of this recipe is shredding the cheese. But, you know, make it fun. Microwave your mozzarella and the 2 ounces of cream cheese. Stir. Microwave again for another 30 seconds. So do 1 minute, then stir, do another 30 seconds, and then you'll add in your almond flour and your egg. It'll make a dough, and then I'll show you guys how I wrap the hot dogs, and it's super, super easy. A pro tip when you're working with fathead dough is to make sure that your hands are wet, because this dough is very, very sticky. So also wash your hands and then keep them wet. It's just do it. So what I do is I pinch some of the dough like this, put it in my hand, flatten it out in my hand, my wet hand. Take a hot dog, you place it in the dough, and then you kind of pinch around it like a taco. Boom, that's it. Okay guys, that's what they look like before they go in the oven. I only got 7 out of this batch. The oven is preheated, make sure that's a thing, and put them in for 25 minutes. The worst thing for me with meal prepping is actually getting started, and I like to do everything pretty much at one time. I was kind of not excited about cooking today, but now that the first thing is done and in the oven, it kind of like gets me ready to get everything else done. So while these cook, because that's just simple and easy, and maybe took me 10 minutes in total with checking on my kid, which we're gonna do again because it's been very quiet for way too long. Hashtag autism mom. Yep. All right, so I have my eggs covered. I'm gonna bring that to a rolling boil, let it start boiling, turn the heat off, and cover for 7 to 8 minutes. That seems to be the best bet. John usually makes these and he says that's how he does it, and they're always good. So that's done. Gonna take a little breather and then come back and start on my main dish. So as I was getting her snack, I forgot about my fathead picks in a Snuggie. They're still not bad. Like, I will eat these. I like them crunchy, but they're usually way lighter than this. They were probably in about 8 minutes too long, which is my bad. Now I need to cover my eggs. You distracted me with Forky. I need to cover my eggs and let these sit for 5 minutes, and then I also put together the seasoning for the chicken, which I will tell you guys about once it calms down up in here. Oh guys, you're gonna hear it just is what it is. Wonder how, like, they're not that bad. Here she comes again. Okay, so I do 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that makes this, and this is what I coat the cut up chicken pieces into. And I'll kind of show you guys as I do it, but I will leave the recipe down below. Just omit the pasta and add in like zucchini noodles or whatever kind of noodle substitute, or like any kind of whatever you want to add. Just omit the noodles. It's a really, 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 really good recipe. I'll probably throw some music over me cooking that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done, just because if you're new here, special needs mama, Ella's having a day. Oh, ayo. Ella is having a day today. She has an ear infection, and she's just having like lots of meltdowns, and she's just not in the mood today. It's very loud. So let's go ahead and get this done, because I'm already overcooking. And Kim, is it okay if I only cook 3 things, sis? Please. This is just should be like, this is what my day looks like. Oh, fun. Okay guys, so did myself a really huge solid, and I cracked a Diet Coke. This is the blueberry one. It was on sale, and I don't suggest, but I need a Diet Coke to like, I've been staying off of them. And that's why I buy weird flavors, because I don't love them as much as I love the regular stuff. So I've had like 2 a week. If y'all know me, that's crazy. But today is a Diet Coke day. But it did help. I ate half of a fathead dog. They're not that bad. They're overdone, but they're not bad. And I'm just gonna like pull my britches up I want to put my big girl panties on and just get some stuff done. So I am gonna do my green beans, but the great thing about being a busy mom and lazy is the world has given us steamed fresh vegetables. God bless, thank you so much. So I am going to microwave these and make my Parmesan green beans. They're so easy. And that's just one more thing I can add to the list that I've done today. Even though I'm like wanting to be like, I have so much to do. This is gonna help me out in the long run, which why meal prepping is so important. Not everybody enjoys it. Some people love it, but 99% of the time, we don't enjoy this, guys. Like, I don't enjoy making my kitchen a disaster, and I just don't enjoy cooking. But what I do enjoy is the convenience of having food already available to me in here, and also saving money. It saves so much money, and that is what we're focused on right now, which is another reason why I love Kim's channel. She is so good with money saving tips and tricks. And you guys, my skincare, like I learned how to massage my face from her, and that sounds so crazy, but go to her channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. Her skin, unreal. She told me how old she was and I almost fell over. I couldn't believe it. Like, and not that she's old, but like she looks 20. Makes me sick. So I'm gonna do the green beans, and then we're gonna make the chicken stuff, which you guys have probably already seen, or you will be seeing with music soon, and that'll be it. That's pretty good, I'd say. Okay, silly me, I don't have Parmesan cheese, I only have feta, so I'm gonna try and make the green beans with some feta cheese. We'll see. But first you melt the butter on really high heat, then you add these in, let them cook down with some garlic, salt, and onion powder, and then add the feta in, and it should kind of crisp up, and bada bing, bada boom. I'll show you when it's done. Because this child, hi Bob, she can only have like a device so long, that's why I'm rushing. She can only have it so long before she gets super bored, and we have to like do an activity that's fun for her. Like, I don't know, slime, I don't want to say too loud, kinetic sand, painting, whatever. So I have very limited time here. See if this kind of does the same thing. It'll have a different taste for sure, but so mix your cut up chicken breasts in with this seasoning, and then add it to some butter and olive oil, medium high heat. And then you don't have to cook this all the way. That's the nice thing, is you just have to brown it on both sides, and then add in onion, zucchini, some roasted red peppers, right? Fire roasted diced tomatoes, sorry. And it's just super, super yummy and good. And then you add cream cheese at the very end. It's so good. Okay, so I added in half a can of these. Since I'm not cooking pasta, I don't need as much liquid, and a little bit of chicken broth. So you can just eyeball it, just make sure all the vegetables are gonna be, you know, simmering, and then you turn the heat way down and let this cook down for a while. That's when you add your cream cheese and the green onions, and it's just so good. I have had it with pasta before, and the great thing about these seasonings is I have them all the time, and I never ever use, I'm like so basic, I never cook things with like tons of seasoning. I feel like I'm just not that confident in the kitchen, I should say that. But I know for sure this like blend of spices works really well together, and it's spicy and good, and it's yummy. So I'm gonna let this cook down, and I'll be back to show you it when it's all done. Ding! I'm proud of myself. That's 4 things. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough. It's enough to get us through the weekend, that's for sure. Well guys, this is my meal prep. I know it's not a ton, but this is the recipe that I will have linked down below, where you just omit the pasta and add in some vegetables. You can add in whatever kind of noodles you want. whatever those weird mushroomy noodle things are called, and you can add in zoodles or whatever. I just did zucchini with mine. It's so good. This is the feta green beans, and I actually had crispy onions, which for just a tablespoon and a half of those is only like 3 carbs, which to me is worth it because this is going to go for a couple of days. Some hard-boiled eggs and the fathead pigs in a Snuggie, which I will leave the recipe for this one down below as well. It is not a ton of food, but this is definitely more than enough food, especially considering that we do 1 meal a day. This is plenty of food for us for the weekend. So the perfect amount, not too much, and just enough for me to not be totally burnt out. This is my sink full of dishes. This is reality. I will take care of that after I sit down for a second. Yeah, guys, that is my meal prep. Thank you so much, Kim, for collabing with me. Thank you for collabing with me today on this whole meal prep video. I hope you guys got some motivation. Just get what you can get done and, you know, enjoy the ride. Having some food available to you in your refrigerator is just makes such a big difference. And I'm just so grateful for all of you guys, and I'm grateful to you, Kim, as well. Make sure you guys go down and subscribe to her and check out her video. She has way more food. She does this every single Sunday faithfully with the meal plan and all those fun things that you guys can check out. And we will see you guys in the next vlog. Make sure you stick around and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friend. A little pro tip, even though it's not a pro and I'm not pro, is don't wait too long to clean up the kitchen, okay? Just get it done. It takes 5 minutes and you'll feel so much better after.